That's right, it's moving day. Will we start harvest today? I don't know. You can see the clouds. We're predicted for anywhere from 5 to 15 mils today, but it is storms, so it could just completely miss us. So fingers crossed. So yeah, we'll see if we get going today. We're not too sure what will happen. We've got storms coming today. Yeah, I don't know. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of October. So Henry actually goes into town today. He's got to go to the dentist, so we lose him for come lunchtime for the rest of the day. We are going to be starting in Barley. So it could be if we are able to get going, that could work out, because it means I can teach Annabelle how to drive a header, and then I can teach Paige how to drive a chaser, and we'll only have the one going when we're one going, and it means it's a lot calmer and easier. Brian isn't ready yet. I told him the 20th is when we'd be starting, so he's still not quite ready. His truck is in Perth. So what we would be doing is we would just bag our barley. So we've got to, once we do this, we've got a fire truck to take down, all the fill bins to take down, the bagger to take down, and some bags, and then we can look at get it going. Like I said, we're starting in Barley. That's the wheat right next to me just here, and that's, I mean, damn, that looks damn near ready to go. Now that's the canola. So this here you can see there is Renegade, and it's just holding on. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but all the greenery in there is what's holding us back on that. Now the paddock that I didn't think we'd be starting in for canola is going to be the last paddock sown, so the Bonito. So the one, this paddock just here. From here it looks damn near ready to harvest, and it pretty much is. There's just a slight bit of greenery left in there. Now we've got some pretty warm days coming up, so we should be able to start the barley here. This is 475 hectares. Get that off, and then I'm hoping go into the canola and then keep charging and finish the canola. I just don't like leaving canola for too long, because when we leave canola for too long, and like today we've got storms, we can have a bad wind that will rattle all the canola out, or we could have a hailstorm and just all of it's gone. So I just hate leaving canola for too long. But yeah, if we get a paddock of barley off and then we can get into the canola, then yeah, that's a win. Plus it's a really trial by fire learning experience for both Annabelle and Paige on header and chaser. So nothing goes slowly in the barley. It's all quick, which is good. And hopefully it's quick, because it's going to yield well. But we won't know that until probably a few hours. If this rain holds off, we'll yeah, we probably will start today. So we'll just get all our gear down there and yeah, see what happens. Okay, so we are all set up, ready to roll. We've got the headers here, we've got a few fill bins, the bag is behind me, the fire unit's just there. We're going to, you can probably see that it's pretty cloudy. We just had a light rain go through, but it won't have affected our moisture. So all we're going to do is just going to nosy in. Henry's going to cut down along here and get our bag side out so we can bring the bagger in. It's currently 11:30, so then we're going to go have lunch. If the moisture's good, we'll go and check the moisture. If the moisture's good, we'll have a quick lunch, we'll come back down, and then I'll get to training everyone, because Henry's, like I said, going to town, so it means we'll be nice and slow at the start, get that all good, get people trained up, and then yeah, if everything eventuates, then I'll jump on his header and we'll get rolling until Henry gets back out. But we're about to start harvest. as we come in to do our sample, we've got the pitter-patter of rain on the roof. So I don't know how or if we'll get going this afternoon, but also if you look at this sample, see how green it is? That's mostly because where Henry started, it was on the edge of the paddock, and like you can see the greenery. Out in the main of it, you can't. So next time we actually do a proper sample, we'll go out into the paddock. But yeah, this, I don't know, put your guesses in everyone, but I'm gonna say 14.2 with how much green's in there. We'll see. $15.5. We haven't tried again to try and see if we can go harvesting. It's currently nearly 4 o'clock. That sample we did at 12 o'clock. And yeah, we just decided not to go for it. We had other stuff to do. We got the fill bins all delivered down. We had Hugh from Rotec here. He's finished this. This thing is all sorted, ready to roll. So what we're gonna do is bring this into the shed and get our final plate welded on the outside, and then maybe I can pull out the shed and show you guys the crew protection, all that sort of stuff, everything from the cab. Yeah, and as you can hear, the air compressor's going at the moment. I wired some things correctly but wrong. I'll show you when I get into the shed, and we'll pull the box apart, but it's all sorted now, which is good. So we'll see if it starts, and yeah, we'll get it in the shed. Right, in the box here, if I can get it off. It's changed from all my spaghetti that I had in here. So Rotec, obviously they are auto sparkies, auto electricians. Now apparently what I did was I had the pump on this one, which I was just going for 12 volt, but apparently that's wrong. So the pump is now here for the positive and there for the negative. Which it's on now. The positive is a negative. It confuses the hell out of me, but essentially it was. Yeah, that's negative. Electricity is confusing, but Hugh sorted us all out. We've got our fuses, we've got everything in there. Stuff's out to there. That electrical drawer's gone. He's not too sure where that was coming from, but he's now isolated it a different way, and that's all sorted. And we've now got we tried our air compressor going full ball until it turned itself off, and it was doing it wrong. It was still trying to engage, and that's because of the way I had it wired. And now it turns off, and it's working fine. So that is working the way it should. So we'll weld up this side on the other one, and then we'll pull it out, rev her up, and show you guys the crew protection in action. Right, so we're going to give it a go. I'm going to show you guys the crew protection, but the box hasn't changed much except for this switch. So this is our actuator arm on the motor, which does our revs, which is just fantastic. So if I can control it from here, and our crew protection does come on every now and then. It just needs pressure behind it, so I can rev it up, and then I can hopefully open the crew protection. And you can see how wet we're all getting in here. So it does its job, so we'll see it from the outside. That is that's amazing how well that protects. Now this side's a tiny bit close, but it's all right. Gives you a nice wall. Comes down here, protects the motor down here. As you can see, it protects the cab. So if you're both in the cab during a burn over, you're both protected up there. So I'm very, very happy with that. Now our water level is just there, and we need to drain it because we've got to get the lid back in here. We've got pipes that are annoying, and we need to change this hose. So Dad and I are just going to go for a drive and pretend to fight a fire and just see what it's like, essentially. Well, hot day fire simulation take 1. We're going to use the cannon and just waste our water, see what it's like. Should be fine. Dad and I have been sitting here for a little bit trying to figure out what's going on with our PDO. So we use the PDO pump air solenoid to start our cannon. Now I figured it out. It wasn't working as we're driving along, and we just couldn't figure it out. You have to have the handbrake on, so we're going to have to fix it. But handbrake is on, PDO is on, so we can you know, we can use our nozzle. I take handbrake off, and it turns it off. So we're going to have to figure that out. At least it still works doing it the other way, but yeah, that's not ideal. Not ideal at all. So whilst that is whilst that is annoying as all heck, this is why we're testing it. You know, we haven't been able to use it whilst driving along yet, and now we can. So it's good that we've found this out and we're testing it. You know, we're not trying to go to a fire and do it there. Typically at a fire where Dad's got it now, that's where you'd have your nozzle, this thing, just putting it out as we're going along.
Okay, you're all good. Would we be able to get a water tank ready to you, Dylan? Yep, that'll be fine. Come down the track before the main track, just to the left, and follow it. Yep, I think I'm coming towards you now, hopefully I'll be in a minute. About 500 metres off River Road. I'm just behind you with 2 light units, so we're just to hang here and down at the front. Can you go out to your right hand side there, Greg, and meet up with Scott Welke and just make sure he's got no problems under control? Yep, it is in this way. Yep. As close to this edge as you can. Whack up here, Greg. It's just a couple of little runs. Just want to whack it sort of.
But hey, it works, it's good. We're just draining water now. I'm glad we've done some testing. We found out that it doesn't work with the PDO and the handbrake, but yeah, hey, it's learning. So look, we didn't get started today. Tomorrow hopefully we will, but we do have rain coming, so probably not. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video, because the next video we should be starting officially harvest. So make sure you subscribe for that one. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.